pimped out next generation Toyota Prado or cut price Lexus LX, whatever you want to call it, the Lexus GX 550 is a brand new full-size luxury off-roader that Aussies are going to go mad for. Riding on the same new ladder frame platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser 300 series and Lexus LX, and the closely related new Toyota Prado, the first ever Lexus GX to be sold in Australia will bring serious off-road and towing capability, plus a spacious and luxurious interior packed with high-end equipment. The entry-level GX 550 Luxury will start from about $110,000, and the range topper is the fully loaded GX 550 Sports Luxury. Today though, we're in the mid-grade Overtrail off-road variant with its locking rear diff, 18-inch Toyo all-terrain tyres, electronic kinetic dynamic suspension system or EKDSS, multi-terrain select off-road traction control, multi-terrain monitor, multi-stage crawl control, downhill assist control, and a bigger alternator to run ancillaries. So unlike the Lexus LX, the Toyota Land Cruiser and the upcoming Prado, the new GX won't be available with diesel power, but it will eventually be offered with a 4-cylinder turbo petrol hybrid system. So for now, all GXs will come with a detuned version of the LX's twin-turbo 3.4 litre petrol V6, which still produces very respectable power and torque numbers from relatively low in the rev range. All GXs also get a 10-speed automatic transmission driving all 4 wheels permanently through a full-time four-wheel drive system with low-range gearing and a locking centre diff, plus a full-size spare wheel and all the hardware and wiring for a tow bar. So the interior of the new GX is super luxurious in terms of material quality, design, fit and finish and overall layout. And some of the blocky interior controls really match the chunky exterior of this car. Sadly though, the Overtrail we're sitting in here, which gets some unique touches, is a 5-seater only, and it lacks the power folding third row in the other 3 models. What it does though is get a cool box, 3-zone climate control, and heated, ventilated, power-operated front seats. And all GXs score a big 14-inch infotainment touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, colour head-up display, wireless phone charger, 2 20-volt rear socket and 5 USB-C ports, plus the 3rd gen Lexus Safety Sense package, including 9 airbags, tyre pressure monitoring and panoramic view monitor. All 3 GX 550 variants come with cavernous cargo space, especially the Overtrail because it's 5 seats only and lacks a 3rd row. But what it does come with is a full 3.5 tonne towing capacity, as well as a flip-top rear tailgate glass and a powered tailgate. Enough of the facts and figures though, let's go see how it drives. Okay, we're in the GX 550 Luxury on the road for the first time, and there's no mistaking this car for anything other than a body-on-frame SUV. There's a bit of pitching, there's some jiggly interference over bumpy corners in particular, but cornering is pretty good for a large SUV. Ride quality is impeccable on a smooth surface, and refinement levels, cabin quietness are pretty hard to fault. This is a Lexus after all. The elephant in the room, I suppose, is the 3.4 litre twin-turbo V6, which offers lots more performance than the 3.3 litre V6 in the 300 series. Much smoother, similar levels of torque. Peak torque from 2000 revs out a lot further and harder, and sounds pretty good while it's doing it. The big question is fuel consumption. The claim is 13.5 litres per 100. We averaged within about a litre of that. I'm sure you'll see a lot higher numbers than that, but at that sort of number, with an 80 litre fuel tank and premium unleaded, fuel bills will be expensive, and the fuel range will be well under 600 k's, so there is that to consider. So my first taste of the new GX is on an off-road course to test articulation in the overtrail. So we've got rear diff locked, centre diff locked, the EKD-SS sway bar disconnect system, front and rear, is working overtime. The overtrail easily walked through a 30-degree side slope. We're just about to go through a bog hole and then a 40-degree incline. I'm going to put it to the test with a standing start in the middle, but so far we've got all the hardware here of any of these TGAF platformed Toyotas, including 300 series and LX, with the exception of the LX's hydraulic damping control. So all 4 coils, like all the rest of them, live rear axle. This doesn't have the body motion control of the LX, but look at this, walking up a 40-degree slope, including a standing start, barely turning a tyre. Incredible articulation and off-road traction here. So the GX550 is another great Lexus off-roader. Based on our first drive in the US, limited allocation for Australia this year, and unprecedented pre-release demand from customers, it could well be a sellout before it even arrives.